No, we got the right, by dumb luck, we got the right mixture here on the first pour with having thrown somehow the right amount of aluminum in with the copper, inadvertently. In that, I cannot lay down on this and break this little, it may be 3/16 thick. Here's another piece. It's a little bit more malleable, and that you can bend it, but it does not break. So I think we got a perfect mix here. So we'll set that aside. Next pour, here's what we have. We got this silvery crystallized stuff that you can break off like that. So we had more of this aluminum in that batch. I think we should have. Now next batch, the third batch, we're getting our color back to copper. But there's still some aluminum in this. It's not the color of the way copper should come out when it's pure. And again, this is how they come out of the mold when they're not polished up. And then the three last pours, we finally got it together and we got pure copper, but only 7 pounds. So this stuff is something that you may want to be more astute in avoiding, and it can really ruin your what you're doing, and you can see it did with us. So what are we going to do to correct this? Well, why not, we don't have anything to lose. Why not put this together? This is almost right, and this is far from right. Why don't we put this together in the same crucible and add like a copper spear point here, we did these last year, to it, and we'll fire it up. You want to do that? Well, let's give that a whirl. Alright, let's just load up our crucible. But first of all, before we do that, on the second pour, I told you about smearing a carbon rod on your plinth, and you can see that it almost looks metallized or something. I don't know if that does any good, because on the third pour, the plinth did stick to the crucible. And I just left it on there until I was done with this 21 pounds of copper. And then on the last pour, I rubbed it off. And it's still in good shape after 36 pours. After 30, we showed you the chunks out of it. Alright, enough of that. We're going to load up this crucible here. And we'll fire this up. We'll show you if we can save this alloy. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of powdered charcoal over the top here like that, and then a chunk, just for good measure. Also, well, I'll tell you about the pulley situation after we get fired up. I can give a little talk about that and cover some things that Joe with myheap.com, Joe, we talked about the pulleys. And anyway, let's get fired up. Okay, we're running pretty good. Let's go inside about, get in out of this wind and stuff, that noise. We're running full blast, or with the natural gas ball valve. We've got that all the way open, Joe. And while we were doing the rendering of the aluminum cans, and also the hammer project, the last project, we're using a 1-to-1 ratio from our motor driver to our driven pulley on the fan. And these last 6 pours on this copper rendering project, we have been using the same ratio. Now, our motor is turning 1,725 feet per second. Not RPM. And we have no further need. Well, I do not. I don't see any other need, in my opinion, that I need to have a bigger driver pulley on the motor when I'm already doing copper at around 2,000 degrees. So that's another one of the questions that, you know, and we're going to answer questions as we go along. We're going to take a little break for that right now, about 25 minutes. That's what it averages to render copper from copper wire. And they take a little bit longer with these little muffin things. But we're going to show you if we can change colors by blending those 2 pours in together and making it into aluma bronze. We'll be right back with you.